Welcome back YouTube. We are back at that big ass new build where we have been doing all the plumbing, all the heating. We have been back for a week beforehand, but I couldn't get any good footage because there was about 10 blokes on site. It's drilling, it was chaos, but first fixing enough done on the heating. Today I'm going to be showing you how to do the underfloor, how we do it. Now this is going to be a learning experience for me and for you, because believe it or not, underfloor is something I've never done. I know how to do it, but I've never actually done it. So two of us on it, quite a big service here. We've got a 500 metre coil. So yeah, let's get to it. So as we go through here, this is the area that is being underfloored. Chris is just setting up his de-roller. Is it called a de-roller?
Decoiler.
Decoiler. Alright, I like de-roller better. We're using header stuff. That's a 500 metre roll. So yeah, just gonna get set up, get ready, start laying some underfloor. So it's got it all set up now on the coil. So what we're gonna try and do is each meterage of circuit is going to be the same. So the pump's got the same load on each circuit. So yeah, just going to set it up, start planning out where we're going to put it. So we've got kitchen plans over there of where the island's going in the middle, because obviously we don't want to put it under the island. Yeah, we're going to be doing all that area, all the area behind us, and a bit in there, which the lads I'm just finishing off with the membrane now. So I've just gone round off the kitchen plans, marked on the floor where the cabinets go in, where the island's going. Now they have just said they might be putting lights in down here, so we've got to avoid that area now, but we can work around that. That ain't a problem. And obviously they've got cabinets going across here, so now we know where not to go. We can decide where to go. So this is where the underfloor manifold's going. Chris is just now lining up the pipe work to connect onto our 28mm circs. So I'm going to go from 28 to 22 into copper into the manifold. Once we've got it connected into the manifold, we're going to come through here, because this area here is going to be the spice kitchen. We're going to come through, put some guides on the floor already, so we can bring all our pipes through there and start laying it out. But we did have a problem with the coil. We had some of it which was damaged, so we've lost about 20 metres. Right, so the manifold is all pipes in there, put a drain off on, and we have split it all into 4 sections. So there's going to be cupboards there, an island there. So that's going to be zone 1, just around there. Then we've got another section here, zone 2, zone 3, zone 4. And in here, there's still got to be a wall built, but this is going to be a spice kitchen and downstairs toilet, and this will be zone 5. So now, start laying some underfloor. So we've got it coming out from the manifold over there, brought it round. We've got it all sectioned off into sections now. So there's 2 different patterns you can have. You can have a snail, which goes all the way around, or a snake that goes like that. And this one we're going to, snail it?
Snail.
So we're going to snail it. So we've got a template. Don't laugh at our template. Get your mind out the gutter. That's our template for it to curve around, so I've just put that down.
That's 140mm, which will give us 150mm centres.
Yeah, so 140mm, 50mm centres. So we've just been marking down on our guide here where it's coming in and out, in and out. So yeah, you're going to see us now start laying it off the coil into a snail-like pattern, then it's going to come all the way back to the manifold. There we go, there is a snail pattern, so it's 150 centres on there. Then it comes back on the return, change it to a snake to come back that way, all the way back around, and that is now going back to the manifold, which is just being connected up now. So yeah, that is zone 1, and that is 68 metres on that zone. We just put this one round to the second zone, so what we're going to do is try and keep it the same spacing as that one. So we're going to keep it the same space as that one, so we just measured from the end pipe to that pipe, which was about 2 metres. So I'm going to bring that pipe round now 2 metres, then we can copy the snail pattern there in here. So all it is a lot of Chris laying the pipe and me punching it down with the clips just to keep it in. Yeah, let's get the second zone in. So zone 2 is done, and you can see it's followed the same pattern as the first one. So just use snail pattern to come all the way round If I haven't showed you, this is what I'm using to use that spacing. Like that. And the curves. Like that. There you go. Cut yourself like a little template. So, zone 3 now. Chris is just setting that up. So all we're doing is we're measuring where the zone starts and ends, the width, and just carrying it on. So that's the same width, and this one will be the same width. So we should be getting an even heat distribution through it. So when we're doing zone 3, we've got to take into account it's going to be all cupboards here. So we can't snail it fully like that. So what we're thinking about doing, we're just snailing that section from there to there, then snaking it down this section. Like I said, it's all snakes and snails, so we're just working out now where it comes in and out. Then yeah, we can start laying it. This thing, the decoiler, it's been amazing. It's just so much easier. Stick your coil on there, unravel it. Yeah, makes life so much easier. Then we've got this section to do where we've got to avoid the island. Yeah, planning is everything on underfloor. You've got to plan ahead where you want to put everything. So yeah, it's a good learning curve. This is really good. So we're doing now just measuring where the pipes are going. So you've got one coming out and one coming in, and yeah. It makes sense when you see it.
And then up that one.
Okay.
Then we've got to come up, round, down, and this will be really tight here.
Okay.
So we'll have to keep it tight here to come in, up and then round. So we've got to come to that one.
So we've got flow 1 coming up there, that will come back over to there, then flow 2 here. Okay.
So that's where we've got to get to, this one. So it's got to come round and then back up that one.
Okay, let's get the pipe down. First really thing, you can see it comes round, up, round, back down, and into here. So that's our spacing guide. Chris has got it in the corner, just going to push it down. There you go, clip in. Looking using this gun today. See there's a slight arch there where it goes into the doorway. I'm going to pin that. I'm just going to keep going along now, back round, using that as a guide for where we want our pipes. Because that'll give us a return path then, so if we bring a pipe in between them two, that gives you a return path. So, quite an easy job I've got compared to Chris. All I've got to do is stand here and push down. He says, I've jammed it. There you go, unjammed. Got to go long. There you go. We got the snake in, it was a little bit tight, but that is all in. So we've come round here, up to there, and we're just using that as a guide to get our 150 centres. So it's got to go up to there, there's going to be a unit there, so I can't go all the way up. So it's going to go up, down, up and down, back to the manifold, and that should be, I think we worked it out to about 80 metres. So that's it running back through, all the way back to the manifold. Chris is just going to show us how to connect it. So, just cut it off. Now I think we've got 90 metres on this one.
88 metres.
88 metres on this one. So we're pretty even. So we've got deburrer, call him Kevin. Kevin deburrer. Come on, everyone has nicknames for the tools. Make sure you deburr it. Then you get the fittings back, which you've already opened. Now in there, you get a nut, which goes over. Then you get like a split olive. Looks like it's broke, but it ain't. It's just to hold it in. Then you got, you insert, pushes in.
Should push in.
Should push in.
And then give it a tap.
Sometimes it needs persuasion.
Yeah.
And that seals on the O-ring, goes into the return manifold. And you just tighten it up. Yeah, rinse and repeat. So now that's 3 zones done. Got zone 4, which is going to incorporate that island. That's the 4th zone all done. So we've had to go around the kitchen unit there. But to be fair, spacing's worked out quite nicely. Really nice. Now we've had to leave, you see the gap there for the door. I'm on about having a strip light down there. So we've had to leave the gap there. Yeah, comes back into here. And Chris now is just making the return connection up. That is 4 zones all done, and that is the end of day 1. That's as much we're going to get done today. We've got 4 zones in, 4 zones, so we've only got a little area where Chris is just tidying up now to do. To be fair, what do you think, Chris? Good day, bad day?
Good
That's
day.
decent, to be fair.
Good day. Nice, easy Friday. One's on, fill up and pressurise.
There you go. So yeah, zones, I'll tell you the meterage of each zone. So we have been writing it down. So zone 1 is 70 metres, zone 2 is 90, zone 3 is 90, and zone 4 is 90. Well, I've rounded them up. Yeah, that's pretty decent. We kept it nice and straight, nice and level, 150 centres. So this bit's a little bit closer together, but we couldn't avoid it, just the way it laid. And tomorrow, Chris has just brought that in. Load of antifreeze to put in. So we've got to fill up, finish off Spice Kitchen tomorrow and fill up. So yeah, that is day 1 wrap. Day 2 on the underfloor. We've just started. Chris is connecting up the first floor and we are doing the Spice Kitchen and downstairs toilet today.
So we've marked out where all the units are going, so we're not going to get any heat under the cupboard, and we've marked the toilet out so we don't drill through any pipes.
So everything's marked out. That's where the wall's going to go. That's going to be a cinema room. That's the wall for the utility. That's where the Spice Kitchen units come in all the way around. So I've only got this area to here and a bit in downstairs toilet. So yeah, that shouldn't take too long, to be fair. Then we've got to get it all filled up with the chemicals, get it tested. The Spice Kitchen is going in there. We're doing it like a snake. So we've got snails to snakes. We've still got this homemade template, which will give us our spacing, which is 150. So yeah, Chris has got the crap job on his knees. Well, I've got the easy job of just doing that. Yeah, let's get that down.
300. 300 to 500.
Okay, so now Chris is just connecting up the last return, and that is the Spice Kitchen all done. So it comes from here, zigzags around there, up to there, back round through here. So we told the builder where it's going for when he builds stud wall. It goes up here, avoiding the toilet, back round, finishing off that doorway and back into the manifold. I mean, they're going to have the feet lovely and warm here where they all go through here. So yeah, that is near enough done. Just got to connect it up, then we can start getting some chemicals in and testing it.
We're getting ready to fill the system up now. We don't know how long it's going to be before the house is lived in, so we've got to protect it. So we've got some overwinter protection to stop any freezing. That's going in. We've also got some inhibitor to go in, and we've also got some biocide because it is all plastic. That will be going into the bucket. We're then going to go from the bucket, I'm going to fill up each individual zone one by one, and then once we've done it, we're good to go. We've got a pump kit over here. We're then going to leave the underfloor tested at 6 bar then, allowing the builder then to screed over everything, and it'll be left at 6 bar then until we connect it up to the rest of the system. So we should know if there is any leaks, which there shouldn't be because it's a continuous pipe and all our joints are all here.
I like that word, should. Shouldn't be. How confident is it? Nah, it's good stuff, to be fair. I mean, look at it. It's like aluminium inside. You'd have to really give this a big knock to damage it. I'm quite impressed with this set of stuff. So it's got a clean tub that is. Clean it all out, make sure there's no crap in there, because obviously you don't want to be pumping rubbish into the system. So I'm just going to bang some corrosion in between there, get some antifreeze in there, get the biocide, which is on the way. We'll have to go and get some because it didn't come with the kit. So biocide is on the way. Yeah, we're going to get that pumped in. Chris has got this pump here. So clean tub, mixed water, the antifreeze, the inhibitor all together. And we're going to fill up now. So we've got one hose onto the return, one onto the flow. There we go. What we're doing now is going through the individual circuits and pumping them out just to get all the air out. Right, now we've got the antifreeze in, the inhibitor. We're going to pump it up now and test it to 6 bar, make sure there's no leaks and everything's good before the screw goes down. So it's the water pressure tester, so you just got to pump it up and get some pressure in there.
So we are at just over 7 bar.
So I'm at 7 bar now with the water pressure tester. So this, you just hook it up, that is just hooked up to there. Just pump the handle and we got up to 7 bar. And that's it all done. Underfloor is all in. So got the one zone there, second zone here, comes all the way across to there. Third zone is there, and the last zone is over here, going round the kitchen island. So it all comes into here. into the Spice Kitchen. This is zone 4, 5, 5. Zone 5, we're getting mixed up. That's going to be the toilet. And we managed to first fix the hot and cold as well, because you can actually use this with adapters to do hot and cold pipes. So when screw goes down, these two, one under here, up the wall, and we're going to connect in there with some adapters. So yeah, that was my first experience of actually laying underfloor. I've done the courses and I knew in my head how to do it, but actually doing it, it's different from a book, isn't it? That's why I got Chris in there. Chris has done quite a few of them. So you can probably tell he doesn't go off a plan, he just does his own thing when laying it, which worked out quite well, to be fair. But normally when you send your building plans off to the underfloor company, they'll come back with all the equipment you need and a floor plan of where to lay it. So you can follow that if you want to, or you do what Chris did, do your own thing. But yeah, is anybody that does underfloor got any advice, any comments about it, let me know. And say it's a learning curve for me, that one. But yeah, thanks for your support again. Catch you on the next one.